Divine greetings and gratitude, everyone. Welcome to Magic of Eden. If you guys are new here, my name is KaSandra. I am the witch, author, poet, and performer of Magic of Eden. Welcome to your new spiritual safe haven. And if you guys are returning, hey family, welcome back to our spiritual safe haven. I am always honored, excited, and elated to be in your presence. Today we are going to be doing a tarot reading with a few oracle cards because I just wanted to check in with you guys, see how y'all were doing. It's been a few days, I believe, since I've done a reading, so I just wanted to go ahead and get back into the groove of that. And yes, so thank you so much, first and foremost, Divine, for your divine love and benevolent protection. Thank you for always walking with us and being with us. Thank you so much for the wisdom that you continuously provide to us. Thank you so much for everything that you have done, everything that you will do, and everything that we are in this moment. I ask for our angels, our ancestors, our guides, our spirit guides to come in and give us any wisdom that we need to help us along our journeys. Also, please fill the space with your love, your kindness, your compassion, your warmth, and everything that we need to help us throughout our journeys. And also, please protect us as we immerse ourselves in this type of reading. And it is so. So basically, you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it. So I actually saw a gemstone, and that gemstone was actually a ruby. And that was the first thing that I saw and that I heard as I was like shuffling, the cards and whatnot. And I thought that was really, really interesting. And the reason why I feel like that was interesting was because it connected me to not just wealth, but in all honesty, it connected me to love, and it also connected me to protection, and it connected me to the heart space. And I feel really moved by that because I really do feel like a lot of people are their heart chakras are beginning to become more activated. That heart space is beginning to spin, turn, move. And I feel like a lot of people are in the depths of their feelings, their emotions, and things that they've been going through. I feel like a lot of people have been experiencing a lot of pain of the past. That's something that has been coming through a lot. And so I really do feel like it's one of those things where we are being reminded of our worth, being reminded of the love that we give, and also we are being reminded that we have the capacity to receive the energy that we put out. And the word is reciprocity, and the gemstone is the ruby, the red ruby. And it's also concerning you knowing your worth, and also Spirit is saying for you to start really upping your value and start making people work to actually be around you and put effort into loving you, put effort into being around you and to talking to you. And the more that you raise your price, the higher quality people, places, and things you experience, and all it is a matter of a perception shift and you realizing that you're worth every ounce of energy, love, dedication, ambition, money, it all. You're just worth it all. And I feel like some of you guys are moving out of a space where you decrease your value for other people to understand you. And I feel like you're in a space where you have to start trusting in your value. And it's time for you to start elevating, and it's time for you to start trusting that. I do feel okay, the tower is here actually. I just for whatever reason like this ruby is coming through, and it's just really loud, and it connects to passion, beauty, security, love, romance, protection. Did I say that already? Like it just connects to all of those things. And I also feel like it connects to Cancer and Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign that moves through its feelings and understands its feelings through practical matters. It also is a sign of ambition, practicality, stability. It also is about responsibility, pushing beyond your limits, and all things of the rational realm. And Cancer, oh, also Capricorn is very intuitive. And then Cancer is the mother, it's the mother space, it's the home space, it's home base, it's how we care for ourselves, how we care for others. It's this divine, intuitive, intelligent energy. It can also be very feisty as well. And this red is connecting me to, I'm hearing the word hasty. So some people at home, if you're listening to this, take it as it resonates. Some people that you're around at home may be a little hasty or a little spicy right now, but the reason is because there's so many things that are being uncovered for them, and we are all under those energies together. So Spirit is wanting to remind us that right now we are called to take care of ourselves, take care of our home, and also to take care of our bodies, because there's so many things that is going on right now, and it's impacting our health, it's impacting our heart space, and it's also impacting the way that we give and receive love to others and to ourselves. So there's something very serious about us really getting more in tune with how we take care of ourselves again, our bodies, our physical bodies, our spiritual bodies, our mental bodies, and how they are just so connected. And I feel like this ruby again is symbolic for worth. As I say that, we do have the King of Wands coming up in reverse here. I'm actually going to show the cards that we have in just a second. Also, if y'all hear anything in the background, it's because the USPS, the truck just went by. They're delivering people's mail. The packages get delivered a little bit later on in the day. I am in Virginia, for those of you guys that are watching from California, so yes. And yeah, so I really do feel like you guys are in a space where you're being asked to really sit down and think about the things that you do want right now. And the thing that you want that is of high quality, Spirit is saying that it is not out of reach for you. In fact, all you have to do is shift your mindset, which is not going to come easy for some of you guys, because you're so used of thinking with limitation, of thinking with lack. And Spirit is definitely asking you to open yourself up and move away from this thing that keeps coming up. Some of you guys have had a lot of self-worth issues, self-esteem issues, issues regarding the mother, issues regarding, I'm picking up specifically on mother-daughter relationships and how being treated a certain type of way as you were, look at that. We were just talking about Cancer energy, and we were talking about the mother, and look what just came up here. The Queen of Cups just came out, so this reading is on point. I feel like some of you guys may be in a mother-daughter relationship, and what's been coming up for you guys, or whoever you are, is this lack of accountability from the mother's end, and how you had wished that, as I say that, the Moon card is here, and how you wish that they understood you more. And there was a level of communication that you guys just simply could not reach, because both were healing from something, but it started with mom. I'm hearing right now that the best thing that we can do is understand that what's coming up right now definitely does need to be released and purged, obviously, because we are in Scorpio season. Now, Scorpio season is that time where we take a trip into the past. And when we take a trip into the past, we not only honor those that came before us, but we also take a trip in the past to see what is it that we continuously kept hidden, and what we continuously pushed to the side and pushed within our subconscious, or we pushed it aside and said, oh, okay, I'll get back to it later. But the more that we say that, the more that we do that, the more these things pile up. And there's this piling up of energy, these building blocks that have become so tall, to where now it seems that it's the wall is now crumbling down, especially with the Tower card here, because the Tower is here. So to me, this has everything to do with the fact that you understanding that you are so precious, and you are someone that is highly sought after, and you are someone that is worth pouring all of that into. It's just a matter of you switching your perspective and knowing that you're in a space in your life where you're going to have to start upping your price and start, again, having people put more effort and energy into you. Also, there's this specific message about you understanding that just because you share a common name with someone, or a biological similarity with them, does not mean that you have to subject yourself to their trauma. It does not mean you have to subject yourself to their ideologies. If anything, what Spirit is saying is that you have to be able to detach from the idea that because you guys are related through genes, that you have to listen to them. You don't. In fact, you have every right to protect yourself, and you have every right to let this other person or these other people know that where they hurt you and where you felt that you were wronged. And what I do feel is that this is definitely something that is inevitable. And I feel like also what I'm hearing is this overly aggression. There may have been this energy where the mother of the home, or the one who was like the caretaker or the provider, did not fully see you for your sensitivities. They did not see you for the sensitive, intuitive, gifted individual that you were. And so they rejected those parts of you and tried to make it seem as though they were right and that you were wrong. But Spirit is saying is that if you trust in your word, worth and know what you're worth, that you will never have to experience any of this again. So in short, what this feels like is that there definitely is a highlight on the home space. There is a highlight in the emotional body. I also do feel right now the spirit is asking you to trust in what it is that you feel, because right now these are definitely some murky times, and I feel like some of you guys are experiencing a lot of chaos. But what's going to help you through this is remembering the beauty within yourself. I am not going to lie to you. I made it a point to make sure that you can see those orchids there. And I have a long history with orchids. We go way back. I love that. We go way back. And there's something very specific about the gems and now orchids. And I feel like even though other people may not have been able to see your beauty, Spirit is asking you to see the beauty within yourself. And then when you start to vibrate at that energy, other people will then start to realize that. Also, it's going to take for you doing something a lot differently than what you're used to doing. And the reason is because you're so used to showing this part of yourself that you forget that you are a multidimensional being having a human experience. And so there are so many different layers to you. Being that there are so many different layers, Spirit is asking you to show this other part of yourself, show this more sensitive, loving, kind, compassionate aspect of yourself, because that also is what's going to help bring you healing right now. Also, you do have the doing things a bit differently. That actually is the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, the Fool card is also here. We also have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Justice card. Wow. I'm getting to know this deck a lot more, you guys. This is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. I sat on this for a few years before I bought it, and I'm actually really glad that I did, finally. Anyway, we have the Tower card here. We have the King of Wands here in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups here. We have the Moon card, and we also have the Devil in reverse. I feel like there were definitely some attachments that are being let go of right now. I also feel like with this Devil card in reverse here, this does look like freedom. It looks like you stepping out, and it does look like you experiencing better relationships. Some of you guys, what I feel like is that you are going to receive the mother you wish that you had. This feels like mother I never had, and I'm also hearing the word godmother. So if you're looking for someone to give you that mothering, loving energy, I feel like something like that is coming in, and or you are meant to embody that and give that energy to someone else, because that also helps you heal your inner child. There definitely is something about inner child healing coming out, but I cannot get away from this gem, this ruby. And the ruby, it feels so rare. Like, it feels expensive. It feels really rare. I also want to say too is that you're not going to see this coming. It may come to you as a surprise, but there's something that you guys went through, that you guys have been going through, and I see that something is coming to terms here. There's going to be some type of revelation or some type of epiphany that will come about, and it's going to change things forever. And I feel like you say this one thing and it's going to set it straight. But the Justice card here, Spirit is asking you to remember your own role in this thing, and also remember that you have the power to call the shots into what you accept, and then also to what you receive, and also what you give. I feel that you guys are stepping into a space where you're becoming this more nurturing, loving, kind, again, compassionate, motherly aspect of yourself. And I feel like you guys are in the mother aspect. So first it's the maiden, then it's the mother, and then it's the crone. I feel that some of you guys are in the mother aspect where you're starting to mother things more, and you spent some time getting to know yourself, getting to know your worth, and now you're stepping into this mothering phase where you're mothering yourself in ways that you've never been mothered. No matter what it is, no matter what your gender is, that does not matter to me. What matters to me is the fact that you are going to mother yourself in ways in which you have never been mothered before. And what I'm hearing is that the mother aspect that took care of you did not know what it was doing, because that energy was a child themselves trying to raise you. That's what I'm hearing. So this is really, 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 really specific for somebody. And I feel like this motherly energy wants to reconnect. It is up to you whether or not you want to reconnect with this. Again, with that gem, But that ruby, this is you being reminded of, you know what your worth is. If you feel that rekindling that relationship, that dynamic is worth it, the spirit says go to that and do that. But if you feel intuitively like it is not for you, that all it's going to do is raise the tides, then spirit is asking you to step away from that, because you're in a space where you have to start honoring your body, you have to start honoring your mind, you have to start honoring your feelings and honoring your intuition, because that's the only way to make things even here. Also, I do see a mental shift happening very soon, and I see a lot of purging going on. I want to remind you also that rubies are very symbolic for seeing light within the darkness, or bringing light to the dark. Now, just because it's dark does not mean that it's evil. And if anything, there's so much beauty in the darkness, but what I am seeing is that you're bringing light to it. You're bringing light to the situations that seem very daunting, and I feel like there's something that you are finally being released from. It could be a financial restraint. It could be something very emotional. It could be something that it could be an addiction. It could be a lack of something. It could be a disruption of hormones, of sickness, or whatever it is. And I feel like you guys are coming up from that. I feel like you guys are being free from that. This does feel very fresh. It feels very promising, but I also I'm hearing the words letting go. You guys are letting go and stepping out in your own beauty. I really cannot help but feel like you guys are tending to yourself, tending to your garden, taking care of your body, knowing your worth. And you guys are stepping out on the knowing that you are beauty and that you deserve beauty all around you. Change up your vibes, your aesthetic, add more flowers to the mix. You may want to doctor up your altar. You may want to change the water, get some better candles, change up the aesthetics and the vibes. It's so interesting because even with me, like I'm mixing these two extremes. Like I have like a darker altar, but I also have things that are of light. Like I have a skull here, and then I also found these orchids. I actually found these different items, right, and I decided to put it on my altar. And I also decided to switch up the vibes a little bit. Even though we are in Samhain time or Halloween time or Hallows Eve time, I feel like you can still add beauty despite no matter what time it is, no matter what is going on. You can choose to add beauty to your life. You can choose to change up the vibes, and that is what Spirit is asking you to do. The last few cards that we have coming out here are the Seven of Wands, and we also have the Five of Cups here. The reason why some of you guys have been met with so much disappointment is because you're constantly putting your energy into things that keep draining you. Spirit is asking you to take a step back from that. Also, Hangman is not here, but I do feel the Hangman vibes. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles is here, and also the Six of Wands is here in reverse. I feel like right now, instead of you pouring your energy out, there's something about tending to your physical body right now, tending to your emotional body and doing things. This is a matter of mental strength, but it's also a matter of finding strength in your vulnerability. Spirit is asking you to be vulnerable, be more honest with yourself, and be more vulnerable. And when you allow yourself to do that, you then start to attract this wealth, this overpour of love and energy and divine light. That's what I'm seeing here. And I feel like with the Six of Wands in reverse, I feel like Spirit is asking you to really be mindful of what you're showing up as and who you're showing up for, and start to really show up more for yourself right now, because that definitely is what you need. At the very bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card here. The reason why I love this, oh wow, what just came out? What was that? Oh my goodness. You have the Two of Cups that decided to come out. You have the King of Cups. You guys, you have the Hermit. You also have the Page of Coins in reverse here. And then you also have the Hierophant in reverse. Yep. And then on top of that, like I said, you did have the Death card in the upright position, which I absolutely do love for you guys. This is a really big deal. Like, this is such a big deal. And I feel like right now what I'm hearing is the word support. I see it's so interesting that we do have the Queen of Cups here, and we also do have the King of Cups. And what I feel right now is that the King of Cups is actually offering his advice. And this, well, not his, but it's advice. It's the divine masculine aspect that recognizes and respects and comforts and supports the divine feminine aspect of us. I just heard the words lean on me. There may be a divine masculine energy, like a father figure or a grandfather. This definitely feels like a mature male figure coming through saying, listen, if you need someone to talk to, I can be there for you if you allow me to. And even if they are not like old or seasoned in age. This energy feels very ancient. It does feel very mature for their age. This could be a partner showing up for you in ways that a family member didn't, or in a way that a father didn't, or this could be an actual father understanding you in ways that others couldn't. And I feel that Spirit is asking you to be open and vulnerable right now, because that's what's going to help you bring balance and an equilibrium to between your mental, your emotional, and your psychological health and things of that nature, right? Also, with the Two of Cups here, yeah, this definitely does feel like the beginning of something beautiful. It does, but Spirit is asking you to release what you used to know. Like the song, Now You're Just Somebody That I Used to Know. That song is coming through right now. Sometimes it hurts. And sometimes we have to remember our worth and allow these things to just be bygones. Let these bygones be bygones. Let these people be has-beens. Allow them to be what they are, where they are, because at this point, you're moving on in life. And what I'm hearing is that there is a level of emotional maturity that you guys are going through. Like, it really does feel that way. Also, with the Hierophant here in reverse, I really do feel like you guys are doing things differently. You don't have to do what is expected of you. And also, what I'm feeling right now is that with the Hermit card here, sometimes you just have to give it to people straight. Like, sometimes you have to question why. Like, why? And I feel like you guys are, in fact, questioning why. But Spirit is asking you to tend again to your emotional body. And this Hermit here is asking you, this is the card of Virgo, but also the healing. It's the mystic. It's the healer. And I feel like with this here, it brings the light. I'm seeing the Hermit card bring the light to these situations, bring a wisdom that you divine from the stars in whatever situation you're going through right now. I love this because with this Hermit card, I'm not seeing the Hermit right now as cold or harsh. I am seeing the Hermit card bring very divine analysis to the situation, because there's something about this Virgo energy here that is going to help you with this. How did you show up for someone else, and how did they show up for you? And is this healthy? Was it healthy? If not, ask yourself, what could you have done better? What could they have done better? Can you guys meet in the middle? Or can you guys compromise? Are you guys able to, again, find the middle way and find the middle path and find the beauty within this time? I feel that if this is not a new relationship, that this is a rekindling of something that has already been established, and or for somebody that is currently in a relationship, if you guys are going through something, I really do feel and see a major turnaround. It's all about you understanding and remembering the ruby. It's you remembering that beautiful red ruby color, protect each other. It's all about you understanding each other's worth. And I really do feel like you guys are definitely in a space where you're moving on. I feel a major sense of breakthrough right now, and I really do feel like you guys are stepping out and claiming your vulnerability. Allow yourself to be vulnerable right now. Allow yourself to open up. Allow yourself to just simply be all that you are and honor your feelings, honor your emotions. Allow these revelations to come through, and I really do feel like, again, you guys are asked to embody this softer, more feminine, loving, light version of yourself right now, because that's what's going to help you get through the time that you're in. All right, we have Camellia, we have Destiny here. It's not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. And I feel like that's so interesting that we have that with the Hermit, because, and I was just saying that we can divine the wisdom from the stars. We can absolutely do that, but it is up to us to make the decision to say, okay, this is what I feel. This is what I know to be true within myself. And I am so connected to my inner being, star card vibes, that I do not let anyone else dictate who or what I am. I love myself. I am in tune with myself. And I know that my actions right now and what I do and what I put my energy towards is actually going to shape my path. Does that make sense? That's what I feel with that card. And we also have unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. What I love about this, honestly, is the fact that I feel like you guys are moving more so to understanding that it is what you do that counts. And if you are at harmony with yourself, if you are at balance with yourself, and if you come to terms with all that has been, and you allow yourself to be healed from that, what I see happening is that the universe is going to directly respond to that. And these other people are going to start showing up, reinforcing the things that you see. This to me is you going and shifting your perspective from hurt, loss, pain, lack, limitation, fear, anger, aggression, all those things. And you're moving and pivoting over to a more more relaxed, loving, calm, balanced, tranquil state of being. You're surrounding yourself with beauty. You're drinking your water. You're nourishing yourself. You're getting your moisture and your nutrients from fruits and vegetables and water-based foods, right? You're eating more foods that are alive because you yourself feel more alive. And I feel like with this is that you being in harmony with yourself means that you are eating things that bring you harmony and balance. I don't know why I'm seeing like a change of diet. I'm seeing a change of diet for some of you guys. And we have lilac. First, emotions of love. Love is a magician that pulls men out of his own hat. I feel that love allows you to expand your consciousness. It expands your heart space. It expands your awareness. And it allows you to see things from a higher state of being, honestly. And I feel like you guys are seeing the beauty within the universe because it takes for you to see the beauty within yourself. Angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. Just like we were talking about, pivoting over from this one thing to the next thing because you see the worth in yourself. You see the worth of the world. Also, angel of finances. Honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive. Now, the fact that I did see the gem come through in that vision, I do feel like this definitely is you switching your perspective and your mindset from lack again to something that is more wealthy. And I feel like you guys are going to embody that on a physical, emotional, financial, spiritual, mental level. I feel like you guys are going through an alignment. And I'm also hearing the word attunement. So you guys may want to get your chakras read. What I'm sensing right now is the root chakra, and I'm also sensing the heart space. But as we know, when one thing is thrown off, then everything else is thrown off. So this to me looks like a major divine realignment. We have success. It makes sense that success would be here. Of course it would be. And then we have change. Of course we would have change. We were talking about change. And then we have purification, which I love that, which brings me to cleansing. This purification also is bringing me to frankincense tears or frankincense. I definitely feel like you guys are more than welcome to burn that in a cauldron. You can definitely do that, and you can do it on Sunday if you like, and or tonight if you wish to. We have transcending. This is you transcending beyond your pain and your suffering. And of course, we're going to have healing, right? We have healing. This to me is healing on every single last level, and you coming to terms with what has been and you allowing what has been to be and you moving away from that. I feel like you guys are in a space where you are just simply loving on yourself. You guys are aligning with people who love you just as much as you love them. And I feel that you guys are seeing the universe through different lenses because you see yourself through different lenses. You are actively doing the work to change your perspective so that you can change your circumstances. And I feel that once you do embody this more vulnerable aspect of yourself, Spirit is saying that it is okay for you to wear your heart on your sleeve at times. Once you do start to embody more of that energy, you start to radiate this more beautiful, high vibrational light. And what I'm seeing right now are the northern lights here. I just think that you are someone that has so much light to you and so much, your aura is just so beautiful. I'm sure that it is. I just think that it needs a good sweeping and cleaning. I think a good cleanse is needed right now. A good shower, some good food, some home cooked food. Surround yourself with loving people. Candlelight, firebombs. I'm not really sure why the word firebomb came through, but hey, take it as it resonates. I see y'all sitting by a fireplace. I see a bonfire happening. Just all these beautiful, amazing vibes. Share your story. Write that book. Write that poem, right? Use, some type of artistic expression or form of art in order to get your rivers flowing, in order to get that lake moving or whatever. Allow the ripples in the lake, in the waters of the lake to continuously go on and on and on. Also, there's something about a fire that will never be put out. That is also something that the gem stands for as well. It's this eternal fire, this love, this passion that can never be burned out. And I feel that that is what your love is. Thank you guys so much for coming on here and listening to this message. I hope that it served you all in some way. If you guys do need anything from me, you guys can visit me online at KaSandraTurner.com. If you want to, you also can hold my hand over at Magic of Eden on Instagram because I do daily readings and whatnot that can help you throughout the day. If you guys want to see more readings from me, please make sure that you let me know down in the comments. Also, please like, share, and subscribe because I am actually going to be more consistent with creating videos and content as well as work on other projects and things that I can do that can help be of benefit to my soul tribe. So again, I love you guys, and I will catch you in my next video.